special episode. This here is episode 10 of season 2 of the Wei'S World Drunkcast. This is our second season. This is the 10th episode. Last season, if you watched the Wei'S World Drunkcast, you would have noticed that we ended the season at 6 episodes in preparation of coming to YouTube. So, this is episode 10. Like, we got a solid 10. To be honest, before we go to the next season, we might do like another 10. It just kind of depends on what goes on. We might have more content to bring to you all. But we are here on the Wei'S World Drunkcast. As usual, I am your boy, Way. You can find me on IG at how_Way_how. Also, Wei'S _World 93. You can find me on Facebook at Wei'S World. You can find us on YouTube at the Wei'S World Podcast. To my left,
I'm Jenny. That's Sugar. And I'm on IG at Jenny the Shooter. On Facebook, Jenny the Shooter. On Twitter, it's Jenny the Shooter. And I'm on TikTok at The Jenny Show.
and to my right,
This your boy, J-Ness, JB. Okay, whatever.
Wow. Instead of ba 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 da. Oh, a jazz chord.
That's how they come
I don't know.
It's like that. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
with the light of rejoice. I don't know why like that. Like pops that back to my head.
It was like bad and then worse.
I don't know. With the light of rejoice.
A day?
I thought it was light.
I think it's with the light of day.
With the light of day, Lord.
Day, Lord.
See, she did start there. I thought it was rejoice. I did.
Light of day. It's your boy JB, J Nasty. Catch you on the snap.
Light of day.
On the gram, Mr. T up. All day, every day. And I put some more new pictures of me and my son on there too, hanging out.
You can find him on OnlyFans at Crunchy Black.
Whoa.
You cannot find him on OnlyFans.
Okay. So y'all gotta realize he's starting. Like, I didn't say shit at all. I didn't say a fucking thing.
He did.
Maybe before air. Maybe. But I didn't say
sorry,
anything.
that was like popping
I
my head.
didn't say anything. Now, if I start getting his ass.
He does have some.
We've been going back at it for the past. I really have been saying shit for almost a year. Just about. I really have been saying shit for almost a year, y'all. But the past couple of days, I've been firing back on his ass.
He has. He been getting a couple of like sneak jabs.
I be ready to fight Wayman. I be ready to fucking beat Wayman
He's
up.
been having a couple like uppercuts. Like he'll catch me through the glove. When my gloves is down and I ain't ready to roast him. Like, what's up, snake skin? Like, or like, what's up? What's up, snake body? So what's up, slither skin? Like, and I'm like, what? How? Like, how? Dare it? As you all see.
I'm doing all of it.
So,
It's a drunk cast, not a fall over cast.
for those on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio, and every other podcast link that we have, we are drinking today. Show the people on YouTube. We are drinking Fireball. Is what he's pouring now. Also, we have some Bicarde, and we also have Hypnotique. Like we got some.
Party with Cardi.
We literally are.
Party with Cardi.
Yeah.
Party and party and party.
Wow.
And you just say whatever that rhymes with that, and then that's the right lyric.
So, on today's Dork Eats.
Yeah. Did you say donkey?
I said Dork Eats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not Dork Eats.
Oh. Yeah. So.
Dun-dun-dun.
That wasn't supposed to happen. I thought you said donkey, so I was trying to.
On today's Dork Eat, we have some fire. Here on the Wei'S World Drunkcast, we always bring you that flamethrower motherfucking content. Ooh.
Hey.
I like that. Here's what we have for you today. It's not necessarily a one gotta go, but it's more of a who are you more like? This is a Black Family edition. We got the Winslows, Laura, Eddie, and for those that remember, Judy. She went up the stairs and never came back. You got the Banks kids. Wow. You got the Banks kids. You got Hillary. You got Ashley, and you got Carlton. You got the Bernie Mac. You got Bernie Mac's nieces and nephew, Nessa, Jordan, and Brianna.
There's a lot of Hillarys out there too.
And then you also got
there's a lot of Hillarys out there.
Got the Huxtables. Now with the Huxtables, it's a lot of them. So let's
see if we can name them all.
So
I know Denise.
You got Denise. You got Sandra. You got Theo, and you got Rudy. I think it's only 4 of them.
Oh, Olivia.
Olivia's not their child. Olivia was Sandra. No, Sandra got married to Elvin. It was who was it? What's the name? The one we're missing. How the fuck can we forget Lisa Bonet? What was her character?
Wasn't she Denise?
Yes, she was. She was. No. So okay, that's Denise. Is it Vanessa? I'm thinking of it's another daughter.
Oh,
It was a light-skinned daughter. It was 2 light-skinned daughters, a dark-skinned daughter. It was two dark-skinned daughters, 2 light-skinned daughters. Theo. So I think it's Vanessa, Denise, Theo, Sandra, and Rudy. Yeah, I think that's all of them.
I didn't really.
And so, but Olivia is
somebody's daughter.
Yeah, like. Lisa Bonet went off and got married to somebody in the army, and he had a daughter already, and that's how Olivia started coming around, because her daddy was the dude that
she married.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The dude that they didn't like? That light-skinned dude? Didn't he fall?
No, that's Elvin.
Oh.
Elvin was Sandra's husband, and the reason why they didn't really fuck with Elvin is because Elvin has somewhat of a misogynistic mindset. Like it's this famous episode of the Cosbys where she's like, I forgot what he asked or what he had said, but it was something of basically like, well, Miss Huxtable, Mr. Huxtable did this, so you're not gonna do this, or you don't do that for your husband, like you don't automatically do that. And she snapped on his ass like, I don't do this for Dr. Huxtable because I'm supposed to. I do it because I want to. Like I do this, he does this.
I remember that episode.
He helped me, I help him. Like, get your shit together before you become basically. Like when I say Felicia Rashad, like embodied that whole
the nicest go off. It was the nicest, most politest.
But if you saw her face, like her face wasn't nice. Her face was like, let me tell you something real quick.
But it wasn't try me again. She did it without yelling, screaming.
She killed him smoothly. She killed him so smooth.
Like smooth.
Can we just clap it up for Felicia Rashad?
She killed it smooth.
She did.
She gave that one eyebrow look like.
I didn't notice. I apologize about
she
that. But
gave that eyebrow look.
That eyebrows, they raised. And she was like,
"Oh, okay."
So you gonna try me in my house?
Check it in real quick.
Bet. Remember, you're married to my daughter. All right, let me put you in your place really quick. Like, that's why I love Felicia Rashad. I've watched the Cosby since I was a kid. Like, I love the Cosby Show. And I've always loved Claire Huxtable, because Claire Huxtable will, don't try, that's one rule on that show. Do not try Claire, because Claire will shut you down. She is not to be played with. Felicia Rashad in the Cosbys is not to be played with at all. And she used to be dancing her butt off.
Yes, she did.
But
I didn't know until a few years ago that her and Debbie Allen were sisters.
The more you know.
I did not know that. But I always...
Debbie Allen and who?
Felicia Rashad. They look just alike.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, they do look just alike. I just never... Debbie Allen, Felicia Rashad. One of them's last name is like... That's not their birth last name or something. I don't know. Also
on today's Dog Eats. Sorry, that kind of stretched out a little bit.
You didn't have Huey and...
Oh, I'm sorry. Another one that needed to be added was Huey and Riley. Again, there's tons of Huey and Riley's out there. Damn near, this is going to be a hard decision to kind of...
This is like, what were you and your siblings the most like? Which family was y'all the most like?
Exactly. What family were you all the most like out of the ones that we said? And once we actually kick into the topic, we'll go over them again. That way you can thoroughly pick. But also, in Louisiana, these motherfuckers decided to go ahead and play the Purge sound and freak niggas the fuck out. So
I don't know what the fuck
I don't understand what y'all thought y'all were going to accomplish with that. I also don't understand why y'all thought, like, why y'all randomly thought that was just some sort of sound. Like, we're gonna get deeper into that because it's some stupidity.
Of all sounds to go to,
it's some stupidity behind this. Also, though, medical experts are saying that smoking weed will put you at a slightly higher risk for the Rona.
So what you gonna do?
Quite a few thoughts on that
what
too.
You gonna do if it's true?
I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I got some thoughts on that. Also,
what you gonna do if it's true?
The reason why I mentioned OnlyFans earlier, and you can definitely find him at Crunchy Black or at Swiss Roll or also at Star Crunch, also at hashtag my back of my neck look like a Twix. You know. He got like 5 or 6 accounts, so y'all gotta find one. One of them is for like his foot. Yeah, one of them is like a neck account. The neck account is the most popular one. The back of the head roll account.
Pictures of his fucking neck on OnlyFans.
His hair roll account is second. It's second though. Like they be like, people be like, I want to bite your hair rolls. Like,
see,
like
no one says that actually.
They look like pieces of jerky.
See,
Anyway, that's 75%. There's been a 75% increase in OnlyFans creation. So people are out there. I don't know. I don't subscribe to OnlyFans because I'm not paying for pussy, or I'm not like paying to see somebody naked. I'm not paying to see nobody's feet. People just take pictures of themselves and put it on OnlyFans, and the only way you can see this particular photo of me in this bikini, or me in this shirt, or me in this, or if you just want to see me smile, you want to see the my teeth. Stupid shit. People pay for dumb shit. Yes. I'm not saying that you having a kink is anything wrong with that. American Dad did a whole episode about that. I'm not explaining that. You can go watch that and get all the knowledge you need from the American Dad episode. There's nothing wrong with having a kink, but it's just something going on. Something going on. But again, that's why I love today's episode, because I just have so much to say about all these things. But this is the Wei'S World Drunkcast. We are the Drunkcast crew. Stay tuned with us, and we will be right back with you. Shut up. Alright.
Shut up.
Don't say that. Hey.
We'll be right back with you. Sounds from Joshua in the beginning.
You bitch.
I said let's go.
I thought like a shot or something.
We could definitely take one.
Whatever.
That's the fast version.
Wow.
Quiet Goots.
That
grabbed
was
it.
Really weird.
Nasty.
Quiet Goots.
Y'all, just shout out to Adventure Time.
Shout out to Adventure Time.
I mean, I know that Adventure Time ended a couple years ago, but I always found myself like not really understanding what the fuck was going on. Loved Adventure Time. You know, my best friend bought me like the DVD, first season, I believe, first couple seasons, I think.
Somebody bought you a hat?
I already did.
No, that was Imani.
No.
They bought you the hat?
Yeah, I already got me one.
No, Imani bought you a hat too.
So I got two. I did have two of them, so you're right. Somebody else still got me one.
Oh shit, I'm mixing.
But anyway, so Women pulled up a video on YouTube the other night.
Get your word before it don't work.
Yeah, it basically took us through a timeline of Adventure Time and like as the whole show, and it made so much sense. And like basically, like, I had stopped watching it for a while. Being in college and shit, like, I didn't get to watch it as much as I wanted to.
That's acid.
And then I remember seeing, like, later on, I think this is like when we lived in our old apartment, I remember seeing it was like new episodes of Adventure Time, and I was like, what? Like, it's been years. And that's when they wrapped it up. So it was crazy. So if you haven't, if you remember Adventure Time.
What's the base story of it? Like, what?
Basically,
there's 3 comets.
No. It's more than 3 comets.
There is 3. There's the white comet, the green comet, the purple comet.
There's a blue one too.
The blue? I don't remember the blue.
The blue comet is Finn.
That's the white one. And he turned into a blue butterfly when the white one made contact.
No, it was blue. That's what I'm saying. The white we were talking about like there was a white one, but like that's the blue one. That's because in every incarnation like end up being like there's some form of them that's like blue. Like,
well, you see, I was really excited. I thought I knew.
No,
I
I'm
was going to
saying
tell Josh the story, but now I'm just feeling shame because apparently I had it wrong. And
look, she had it right. There's multiple comments. There's a lot of comments. They basically end up hitting Earth and creating what we know.
No, I know that's. I'm talking about
the base one.
The creator, like.
Oh.
They say it's based off, I guess.
Oh, I don't know what it's based off of.
They say this show reminds people of like tripping.
Yeah,
it's really trippy.
There's an episode where they literally are tripping, like
it's melting and shit.
Yeah, the episode where it talks about Finn as a bird. I don't know why he was a fucking bird, but then when watching like the timeline shit, I think that was more of a evolution type shit. But anyway, what did you say? Trippy?
Straight trippy.
It was trippy, yeah. It's trippy, but I honestly thought it was just gonna be adventure after adventure after adventure. I never really could tell if everything was connected, which everything is usually connected in shows on TV like that. I just couldn't figure it out, and like then it would be like in the past, and then there was like alternate universes, because then there was like a Finn that was like a farm, a regular,
It's a lot that
it's a
lot that goes on in Adventure Time. By the way, we're like 4 minutes of way off fucking track. This segment is the which black family are you more like segment. So for the first 4 minutes of this, we're talking about Adventure Time.
It was just interesting. It
is.
It was just kind of in my head.
It is. Like, if y'all go watch Channel Frederator, I believe it was, and they have like a whole bunch of videos of like complete timelines of like different shows, like Teen Titans, Adventure Time. If you like anime, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, different stuff like that. So definitely check out Channel Frederator.
Yeah.
But this is which black family are you like?
Which black family are you like? Which black family are you like? Well, which black family are you and your siblings?
Matter of fact, I want to do something. Can y'all find game show music?
Yes, I can.
I want to like try to do like a game show intro for the people on the tube.
Hey, game show music. Zach. Another good show is Gumball, that's over too. Like, so what's on Cartoon Network for y'all that still got cable? Because does anybody?
Multitask.
Does anybody even have cable anymore? But like, I don't even know. Like, since this generation of Cartoon Network is done, Adventure Time, Gumball, all kind of stuff is over.
Like this,
what's the new phase of Cartoon Network?
We had the Ed and Eddie phase, then after the Ed and Eddie, like that wave of cartoons.
The 90s cartoons.
The 90s, then the early 2000s was still somewhat that.
Yeah.
But then you also had like My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
Yeah.
That wave
Kids
happened.
Next Door.
Yeah, that wave happened, and then after that was like the Gumball wave.
No, you skipped Chowder, Flapjack.
That was all around the same. Wait, no. Matter of fact, they came after
that was in high school.
Yeah, they came after My Gym Partner was a Monkey. Then it was the Flapjack and Chowder phase.
Then the Teen Titans Go era.
Which is pretty much is what we in now.
Right.
We're still in the Teen Titans.
Gumball, Adventure Time. But then, like I said, they done wrapped up fucking Uncle Grandpa. That was done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Clarence, a long time ago.
Much
I am. I got a game show music.
Time to play everybody's favorite game. Which black family are you more like? Yay!
How about you? No, you.
Which black family are you more like? Right here on the Wei'S World Drunkcast for the first time ever. And our lovely lounge singer, Shanny the Shoe.
What was that?
Well, it's out.
What would we play?
Well, it's out. What's the dude's on Family Guy?
Damn,
Put me on, man.
They were like, what? Charlie like little boys. Charlie like little boys.
Yeah, he died.
He said, Charlie's coming back. Because Charlie like little boys.
So before we start the game, shut up.
Shut up. Earlier, Josh said Law and Order, and he said Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order. And me and Lane was like, oh. That's all we heard. And honestly, if Josh didn't correct himself and correct it and say Law and Order, then I wouldn't have been like, oh, see.
Law and Order. But, so, the 4 options are, or the 5 options are, my apologies. Laura, Eddie, and Judy, the Winslow kids. Ashley, Carlton, and Hillary, the Banks children. Nessa, Jordan, and Brianna from Bernie Mac, from the Bernie Mac show. Then you have Sandra, Denise, Vanessa, Rudy, or I said almost Cleo. Theo from no, I almost said Cleo. I swear I did.
Why did I do?
Wow. From and damn it, stop it! I'm gonna say Cleo again. And Theo, the Cosbys, and then or the Huxtables, and then you have Huey and Riley. So I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all jump this off. But which one of these families do you feel like you're more like? And I need an explanation.
Okay. Well, you go first, Josh. Can we play more game show music? Because I got a perfect song for it.
I'm looking for one of those. Da-da-da. Ooh, perfect. I hope this is copyrighted. No, like no, you're fine. You're fine.
What family I was more like? Damn.
Out of those,
I would have to say, I don't know, Shy.
This is perfect for him, my boy.
Thank you.
He likes to sit back, read the paper, get a cup of coffee, and watch it
Either
Voice in his mouth.
while he's sitting in his lazy boy, wearing his cowboy
so
boots.
Dr. Banks, right? No, not Dr. Banks at all. Hell no.
He's JB's more of a. Wait, matter of fact, I'm put a JB
lines
fact.
of family matter.
JB fact.
Family matter.
JB's
The
more of a
Winslow.
grandpa.
Winslow.
Winslow family?
Said my G-Paul, he wasn't a cop, but he was a Chrysler. And yeah, he was basically my father. So.
How many siblings do you have?
Both of my sisters, I was the oldest of 3.
So I'm seeing more Bernie Mac.
Is that just strictly because there's 3 kids?
It's because it's 3 kids, and then, well, no, because Uncle Bernie was out here.
You have to think about like...
I know family matters probably be close. It's because Eddie, Laura, and Judy.
So you're thinking strictly based off of the kids.
Oh, yeah, because everybody, not to be funny, these shows got
But
the perfect parenting, not perfect parenting.
well, hold
but
on,
like,
wait a second. The essence of the question is the way that the kids act.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't act like Laura, so I'm saying like it was.
So,
more
but did
like,
you act like Eddie?
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
I
that's
was
what
a jock, but I was a jock that hung out with everybody and got along with everybody.
You was basically like the cool dude, like kind of smooth.
Everybody liked the school.
Yeah,
I was well liked the school.
Always
Yeah.
looking for the next girl.
I wasn't like the jock that was.
You do feed me Eddie vibe. You do feed me the Eddie vibe.
And I can sing too and all that shit too. So it was just,
and then
yeah, he can sing.
And then a few years later, you was in Next Day Air. If anybody saw Next Day Air,
I did. I like Next Day Air, so please don't talk shit about it.
I know I wasn't. I was saying because the cold movie, but again, remember Eddie Winslow was in Next Day Air.
Yeah.
And that's JB now. Like he's that size now.
that's why you got a Connie's Beauty Shop beard.
At least I got one. So next up,
You
Janice.
bought it on 38th Street. 38th Keystone.
You're trying.
Across the street from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where Connie's Beauty Supply is.
I don't know about Connie's, but
I'm sorry. Okay, King's Beauty.
Okay,
on
Judy.
Arlington. King's Beauty on Arlington. That's the only one that's open right now. Everybody be at
Quiet,
that
Karen.
I know I'm trying to go. I'm trying to take
That
my
motherfucker
Ooh, that's a
lit.
Karen.
Okay, so for
That motherfucker be
me,
lit.
my siblings are like in
Lit.
2 stages, so I have 2 answers. At first, it's Huey and Riley, because that was me and Taylor. And, well, after like a while, that was me and Taylor. Because I really like didn't like the fact that I was no longer the only child for a minute. But eventually, yeah, it was kind of like we were just always doing something.
So which one are y'all like now?
And so now that I have more siblings.
Based on the characteristics.
I know.
Of the characters.
So, but see, it's kind of difficult because I got the little kids, so it's like how they're, like they're.
Sydney reminds me of Rudy.
Rudy, see, I didn't really watch the Cosby Show like that.
Did you watch the Cosby Show? You know how Rudy used to be like little when she was little Rudy, when she was like the kid and the star of the show, basically like little kid Rudy. That reminds me of Shanice's sister Sydney.
I think I can see it. I mean, I've seen like staple, like the episodes of the Cosby Show that like people always talk about, like the Night and Day episode. I've seen that.
Night and Day. Like when I say Little Rudy killed it.
So yeah, maybe probably the Hugs.
Because I could see Mika eventually ended up like Theo. I could definitely see that. You got Sydney would be Rudy. Taylor, I would definitely put her as
Denise. So is Denise the sister that leaves, right?
Yes, but
well, I guess I would.
But that was more of a free spirit sister. If anything, I could see you more like Denise because Denise was more of a free spirit. I could see Taylor more as like Vanessa, like the somewhat vain, like trying to find attention. So I'm kind of
yeah. See, I
again, it's a I get you though. But again, personal, I can see y'all definitely. I agree with you. I see y'all being like the Huxtables. With me and my one sibling, we were definitely like Huey and Riley. If you want to throw them in there, there's no other way to describe us except for Huey and Riley. Like at the end of the day, like you knew Huey wouldn't let nobody else mess with Riley. Anytime in the Boondocks somebody else fucked with Riley, Huey was throwing hands. Like
but at the end of the day, both of them are bad as hell. So
wow. I was gonna say because of the episode where they were like fighting with like swords and chairs and shit like that.
The girl that
What are you about to say? Because
I think I know. Well, go ahead.
Well, you said they was fighting, right?
Yeah.
So the episode where he fought the chick where his dad made online.
Oh, that's what I was thinking about. I was
thinking of the episode,
which was a fucking wild ass episode, yo.
I was thinking of the episode when it was Huey and Riley fought. Like Riley was trying to go hang out with Ed and Rummy, and Huey wasn't letting him go. Like they were fighting. Like Riley had his BB guns, Huey had his sword. And they was banging it out, and Huey was beating Riley ass. Like he was like, "I'm going to hang out with Ed and Rodney," and no. And Rodney threw a chair at Huey. It was so much. They were banging, and that was me and my sister. Like me and Taylor stayed banging. Me and Taylor stayed throwing hands. But at the end of the day, and let my mom know, my mama can attest to this one. You fuck with her. You gotta see me. You fuck with me, You got to see her at the end of the goddamn day. That's the way it works. Even if me and her like are at odds, or we're not fucking with each other at the time, which rarely happens, let her call me. I'm like the other day, she told me that she wasn't feeling well. It wasn't nothing corona related. She just said she just wasn't feeling well. I literally hopped up out the bed. Like, Shanice was asleep. I literally hopped up out the bed and went to go make sure she was okay. And text Shanice was like, I'm over here with Taylor. I'm over here making sure she cool real quick. Like, and it was instant. Like, I was out the door after she texted me, like maybe like 10 minutes, if that.
There's been times I don't left work for my sister. Like, when she called me, I'm on the way. I'm taking her to lunch.
You're the oldest?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with this little dumb shit that's been going on.
So definitely
like,
me and my sister.
Down.
I remember.
Yeah.
So definitely me and my sister are like Huey and Riley.
Yeah.
I agree. Like me and the Shani and Ted. Like,
still a good relationship though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a sibling relationship.
We just bang.
Exactly.
Literally.
Siblings bang. Like,
They gonna fight. They gonna fight.
Especially like,
or mental or verbal.
And
whatever.
don't let your mama like work like late hours and you and your sibling are like in the house
alone.
Going the fuck at it.
Bro.
What the fuck did I say?
Shut the fuck.
When Mom's not here, I am in charge. Okay.
I came in like a wrecking ball. You fucking suck, dick.
The episode of American Dad where they had the microphone.
Yeah.
And they kept getting each other kicked off the team because they were saying stuff over the PA system.
Barry.
That was like, I speak for everybody in this house now. Mom is gone. It's on.
No, if y'all have not seen the episode, the scene that she's referencing is fucking Snot. Watch that whole scene. Snot gets on the mic and says, I speak for God now.
I am the second coming of Christ. I speak for God now. And he picked up the microphone. I speak for God. And the principal came in like, Snot, the mic is on. And everybody was like, oh.
And then he gave it to Barry. And Barry was so smooth with it. Like, he was like, okay.
He like tightened himself up.
Got together.
Took a sip of water.
And then grabbed the mic.
He was gonna say something.
He grabbed the mic. Listen, you beep, beep, beep.
That's all you hear.
And I'm gonna beep, beep, beep. I'm gonna choke you till you beep, till you die. Like,
the principal was like, okay,
Barry.
No, we're not doing this morning announcements anymore. It's all canceled.
And then
he said some.
He was like, no. Then the principal was like, yeah. He was like, man, I miss like selling cocaine. Like, he was like, somebody else that treat us men right. So you can have anything you want. He was like, you can have like little girls. He's like, and I ain't talking about like the teenage. I'm talking about the itty bitty girl. I was like,
and the girl was like
Principal Lewis, Brian,
Principal Lewis,
like the mic. He was like, fuck, like but the thing is, he still has not gotten fired after everything Principal Lewis has done.
Principal Lewis is that.
He is that. He was like that's what we call the what move did he call it?
I forget.
He was like, you know what? Never mind.
The basic nature of the move is
you know what? Y'all, none of y'all even long enough.
Y'all too small.
Like when motherfucking a Family Guy where I guess the parent Peter and Lois left, and I guess it was one of the kids found some money.
Hold on.
Okay, we know the episode.
Cat punch.
We know the episode. Come on.
So somebody found some money.
And
they was fighting over and shit. And motherfucking Brian says something. Hey, stop. It's just like that. Just hey, stop playing. He was like, you gotta get mean. You gotta yell at him. And before he did that, Chris yells, "Oh, we don't have to listen to you. You're a dog. You don't have a soul." And when I heard it the first time, I looked at Candace like, "Oh, did he just say he didn't have a fucking soul?" And then he just yelled at him, and then they got that shit together.
Hilarious.
But he said, "You don't have a soul."
Sibling rivalries.
Sibling rivalries.
Sibling
rivalries like happen though. Like they really, really do. But
It wasn't much of a rivalry, though. It was just more of like a
It kind of
random yell moment.
No. We're just saying like in a general sense, not that.
Right.
But that was a fun game called Which Black Family Are You Like?
Game? What was the game?
Wow.
No, it's fun.
Nope.
Where my headband at? It is a part of this video speed up just like a damn game. Like a Sonic game.
But we'll be right back here with you on the Wei'S World Drunkcast.
Put me out, Johnny. Hello.
Honey River.
We are back here on the Wei'S World Drunkcast. Next thing up,
Wicked
Louisiana decided that their police force, in order to try to get people to understand that we are in coronavirus times, which I feel like is pretty fucking apparent now that everything is closed down, they played the Purge sound. Instead of their regular wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Like instead of the regular wee woos that we hear, they play like the deep ass fucking Purge sound. Shanice is about to cue it up for us, so you all can understand the sound that we're talking about. Here we go.
Hold on, there's an ad. Filler. This is what the fuck they played in Crawley, Louisiana, to let the people know that the curfew, curfew.
So that I'm gonna impose a video down here. You'll be able to kind of see the news article. I'm gonna also leave a link to the news article in the description below, so you all can look at this for yourselves. But also something else is gonna be down below is our Twitter and Facebook handle. So if you want to look us up, you can find them down below as well. You can find the links to them down below. But first,
you said down below, right?
Yeah. Wow. He went low. First thoughts though. Let me do my best theory. Why the fuck would you play the goddamn Purge motherfucking sound, you stupid motherfuckers? How the fuck would you do? Why? It is. I'm sorry. Why? Why the fuck would you play the Purge sound? It makes absolute. It absolutely makes no sense that you don't understand that sound is attached to the movie Purge. Let me say this. When Donald Trump got elected, what were people saying? The Purge. When it was, the Purge was not in 2012, it wasn't another incident. But since the movie Purge came out, matter of fact, there was somebody in the state of Indiana that did
7 days. No, I think it was like 13 days.
That Purge.
Before it's called.
That did a Purge based off of this movie. People actually, for some reason, take that movie very seriously because they believe that that's something that can actually happen in real life. So by you playing that sound that is highly attached to a movie that is about the government allowing people to kill people
with no
repercussions.
Well, all law is nothing, obsolete.
Especially with everything going on right now, y'all played that.
In order,
I would have lost. And
the reason why, and again, if you all know what the plague is for, the fucking Purge, was in the movie was supposed to be to basically help the population. It was allowing you to kill for a night so the government could lower the population and knock off some people that they didn't want around.
They say it was our given right to be able to purge one day a year. We take everything we go through in a year. They say that the founding fathers or whatever give us the right to, just have one night of purging from everything that goes on.
And that's what they told the people. So the people were like, "Oh, that's what this is." But again, spoiler alert, once you go further in the series, you watch the movies, you see that it's not that at all. The government is out there taking the people out in the movie. Like it's population control. And people are thinking this coronavirus thing is population control.
5G
is population control. You got people already in that mindset. So when you play the Purge music, you heighten that sense for people. Why would you do that? That just doesn't make any sense.
Dumb. I know that I myself would have freaked out. There's just sounds that you don't play.
You don't fuck with.
That's one of them. The alarm from the mist. That or not the mist. Damn it! What was that movie?
You talking about the huge one, like from 2012?
No, the big robot thing.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
It had, I think, Tom Cruise or somebody. Dakota Fanning was in it.
I don't remember.
It was like a big ass robot, and it was like, and it was like blood and guts and shit everywhere. I forget. There was like a camera. They had camera. It was like, damn, I forget what that movie was called, but it was weird, and it had a big like those like aliens or whatever. They had. Y'all got me. I gotta know what that movie's called.
Look it up.
But yeah, I am.
But
you don't play that alarm either.
But your thoughts?
I couldn't have heard no shit like that. Especially when everything's going on, especially my job and everything. I couldn't have been at work and I hear a motherfucker.
People would have been snatching themselves off that machine.
I would have left work. I would have came home.
I'm like, y'all hear that shit?
All right, I'm done. All right.
Man, I would have went.
Bro, it would have been traffic accidents.
Man.
Especially in Indiana, a state that can't drive any fucking way. It would have been hella traffic accidents.
And I pulled out my gun. Literally, I would. Peace, y'all. I'm
dumping.
When I say
I know a lot of motherfuckers that I didn't fuck with at my job as far as like, put them out or whatever. Man, I guarantee you, if a Purge was to come out, I know a lot of motherfuckers that would come
when
out.
When I say
me.
I am rushing,
So
I'm rushing home and I'm dodging everything. We are hopping in the car and we are gone. When I say, like my job gonna have to call me and be like, "Where are you at?"
Purging.
I heard the Purge. I heard the Purge sound. So I'm in.
This is for Rachel. You the Purge. Where you at? I'm on my way to kill you, Rachel.
Crazy.
Loompa body bitch.
But any final thoughts?
That movie was called War of the Worlds.
It couldn't have been me. Because I'm telling you, man, where everything going on.
Don't play.
Motherfuckers don't know what's
play.
going through niggas' minds,
Too much shit.
There's too much shit going on. You play that? Oh, yeah, it's game
You're
time.
gonna have a lot of dead people in your
Playing
town.
It's game time. Fuck the bullshit.
For something that y'all thought was, we're just gonna warn you that the curfew.
And here's, matter of fact, and I said it was a stupid part of this, right? Here's the stupidest part about this. And stupid. Here's the stupidest part of this whole thing. The fucking police chief or whoever it was in the video that I'm going to put in the description, he said, like, we just thought that we were just increasing the tone of it. We were just
Well, he was like, it's a more muffled version. No, the fuck it wasn't. Like
white people.
Literally,
like,
in the video that he's gonna impose in post, it's a real small clip, but you can kind of hear that it's not muffled. It sounds just like the fucking Purge alarm that I just played.
And one more thing, like, again, very, very fucking situation. It's not related, but this is in my head. And before we cut to the ad break, I want to get y'all quick thoughts on this situation and tell me what y'all think.
Peace out.
Boner nuts.
Wow. So there was I think it was a tweet. It was a tweet out there. I don't know who made the tweet, but the tweet basically was saying that some white women are feeling as if the name Karen is a racial slur and is on some way, shape, or form.
On the level of please do not
Yep.
say.
You know exactly where I'm going with it. You know exactly where I'm going with this.
That's like you calling me nigger.
How do you feel?
Shut up, Karen. No, the fuck it's not.
Fucking Karen.
Get the fuck out of here.
I say Karen all the fucking. I say Karen.
Susan, no, it's not.
Get out of here, Elizabeth.
Look here, April. You
Look
stupid.
here, Megan. Look here, Megan.
Look at Clarissa.
Clarissa explains it all. That is a kind of a black name though. Like
Clarissa? How many black Clarissas do you know?
I just mean like the name Clarissa doesn't sound like, honestly, it doesn't sound to me, if I know that it is typically a white name, but I'm just saying the way that Clarissa sounds to me, it doesn't sound like it should be a white people name.
What about Clementha?
And that is the segment on.
But no. What are y'all thoughts? So like you're.
If white people are expressing that they are offended by us using Karen, okay, noted. But that's not. I will not agree that it's the same as.
I don't think
you gonna take this.
I don't think anything is the same as that.
Nothing.
And here's the difference, right? Here's the difference. With the N word, it was like created. Well, if you want to get into the deep origin, it started from Negus, and which was like king, which was royalty. It was taken from Negus and morphed into nigger.
And fucking niggers.
And then
I thought you talking about ER, not A. Okay.
And then we as a people took the word back and then this was like, what's up, my nigga? Like, and we took the word back. With Karen is a name. Karen is a name of people.
A name that belongs to someone.
If we say Karen, we're not calling you a racial slur. Karen is a nigger, are fucking that is literally you being derogatory racial to a whole fucking race. When we say Karen, that's not like a whole racial thing. That's a specific type of person. That's like a peppermint patty. That's a peppermint patty. A permit patty.
Permit patty.
Like a fucking like peppermint patties from Charlie Brown, if I'm not mistaken. But no, like it's like a permit patty. That's what Karen
literally
is.
Like, or like a ma'am. Can I I just feel like if it's a
like matter of fact,
this is what I'm getting ready to. I'm not gonna say it because what I was getting ready to say actually is discrimination.
Matter of fact, so when you think of a Karen, what do you think of?
Can I speak with your supervisor, ma'am? Like I feel like that's
John and Kate plus 8 haircut, Karen. Fucking minivan driving mom, Karen,
or like the lady on the cell phone, Karen, like.
Somebody tried to say
I think that's permanent patty. I think
somebody tried to say the same thing about saying the name Becky, for saying it to like white girls,
like Becky with the good hair.
Yeah, Becky, and everybody automatically say.
But Becky was top for others.
But it's still a name, though. It's not. Yeah, it's categorizing white women, or whatever. But it's still a name.
Yeah,
it's not.
But you're exactly right. That was the name that we went to.
Look at Becky.
Okay, that was. Oh my gosh, Becky! Look at her. You know, like that was what we. Yeah. That was the name.
But it wasn't like. I mean, yes, it was grouped, and in that aspect, niggers or niggas, like it's grouped, but it's not the same.
It's not
because it's still a derogatory term. You know what I'm saying? So it's not.
You matter with nigger. You got 100 years of racism, more than 100 years.
There's a lot that comes. You
got like over 2-3 centuries of racial epithet behind the word nigger, like behind the N word. You got so much racial like shit behind it. There's people that still fucking use the word in the most racist way fucking possible. Like,
and to them it's natural because they that's all they know.
Fucking Joe Exotic, Tiger King, literally made a video. Was like, I don't see why I can't use the N word. Y'all say cracker, like, and I ain't hear nobody say cracker like that.
I hear a lot of older guys say either Peckerwoods or Peckerwoods, like my old OGs, old. Let's say either Peckerwoods or Honky. That's what they say. And I hear that now. I mean, like I said, I get it, but it's still not the same as nigger.
But if you think, what would you do if white people or a group of white people was like, Okay, Devontae.
They do. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like,
Okay,
they
Monquisha,
they
you
do
know,
like
they do
Keisha
that, they do
Wanda.
that.
Like,
Okay.
But it's still not the same as saying that. You know what I'm saying?
it's not the same here. We're not comparing apples to apples. We're comparing like watermelons to fucking pomegranates. Like, this ain't the same here. And even to your example, they do that too. They be like, okay, Devontae, like, what's your name? Like, oh, what's it? Like, Aaron or? Okay.
Also, those names have not been used to put a race down.
They have. Look,
I mean, they have, but
my mama
not like
I've
that.
never heard.
My mama always
of a white
told me
person.
this, right? My mama said she named me Wayman because you couldn't tell if I was black or white by my name. She said if you hear like Devontae's, or if like for some reason employers that they hear
Devontae was a bad
it was a bad one.
Because it's kind of, I feel like it's more accepted now.
It is, but like name like extremely what you would consider black names or ghetto names or some shit like that. Like
Taquanda.
Yeah, like my mama always said, and again, I don't know if that's particularly the way it is now, because I feel like people have somewhat gotten better.
What was that name?
I feel like
the Burger Shot.
The Burger Shot Ferguson. I feel like when you like, well, I don't feel, but she was saying that like when you have a quote unquote ghetto name, that like when the employer sees you, like they automatically categorize you like, all right,
Automatically.
like all right, shit, like all right, cool, like I'll get to you when I get to you.
And that's never going to stop.
It's not, but at the same time, I don't feel like that's a double-edged sword, because a parent should not be like, I can't name my child this because they may not be successful. That's fucked up.
But no, my mama wasn't saying it like in the sense of
me
me not being successful. She was saying it.
Society.
I'm saying the fact that crosses your mind as a black
does cross your
mom.
mind.
You know, like naming your kid, you probably are gonna have that thought. Like, I don't want to name him something like, or name him or her.
Being black is gonna get stereotyped regardless.
Right.
So adding to it doesn't help, but at the same time, you shouldn't name your child in fear of what may happen.
Your goal is to raise that child
the way you want to, no matter if that name is Blue or fucking Poison Ivy.
They should be treated the same.
Treated the same.
But that's never gonna change. Like, employers are always gonna do that. LaDasha.
True.
LaDasha.
It's a face they're trying to pertain.
Exactly.
Very true.
Fucked up.
We're gonna go ahead, hear a word from our sponsor really quick. Gotta free up some tape real fast. So we're gonna hear a word from our sponsor. We got 2 more topics. We're gonna get to this outro, and we'll be right back here with you after a word from our sponsor, the Anchor app.
What?
Quick example. I went to an interview. My name is Josh. Motherfucker wasn't expecting me to be black.
Right.
Off shot. Oh, I was expecting someone different. Well, who were you expecting?
And then I feel like it's awkward when they
awkward
say
as
that.
Fuck. Because I didn't get that job.
You know.
I didn't get the job, but
I wasn't
sounded real excited on the phone. But when I got in, hey. Oh, so you're Joshua. Yeah, I'm Joshua.
Jobs definitely be out here
okay.
Y'all.
Well, okay, well, let's get started.
Do your research.
And just make sure, you stay above approach. But again, word from our sponsor, the Anchor app. I'll be right back here with you on the Wei'S World Drunkcast. How's everybody doing? It's your boy Way, host of the Wei'S World Podcast.
And your girl Shani the Shooter, co-host of the Wei'S World Podcast.
You can catch the Wei'S World Podcast every Monday through Wednesday by at least 3 p.m. on one of those days on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere that you get your local podcasts, and now
YouTube. Yeah.
We want to say thank you all for listening to the Wei'S World Podcast, and stay tuned for much more, because officially every episode from season 2 of the Wei'S World Podcast and every episode of season 2 of the Wei'S World Drunkcast will now be on YouTube. So once again, thank you all so much for listening, and stay tuned. So we are back here on the Wei'S World Drunkcast after that wonderful sponsor, the Anchor app. You heard our lovely voices on that sponsorship, by the way.
Yes.
Don't you know you can fake it?
So, The next thing that we're going to talk about is medical experts are saying weed smoke will put you at a slightly higher risk for Rona. My thoughts on this are, I already have a conspiracy theorist mind, and I already believe in the conspiracy of why weed became like an extremely illegal drug, like classified with like cocaine and meth and shit like that, when it honestly is nowhere near as bad.
Sorry, I was queuing up a sound.
The basically the conspiracy behind it is basically like even Thomas Jefferson grew hemp, which is what weed is before you add the sizzle, before you add the THC to it. Like it was like the wood companies or like different companies saw that hemp was going to be the way and was going to be able to replace their different forms of manufacturing, because hemp can be used for damn near anything.
Right.
And so because of that, a whole bunch of companies banded together and threw some money at Congress, threw some money at the government, and basically got weed put to the highest level of narcotic. This might be another way that they can do that. If medical experts are saying smoking weed will put you at a higher risk of Rona, and everybody right now is in a Corona type of headset or mindset, if I'm speaking correctly, this could be detrimental to the progress that marijuana activists have made. There's been multiple studies that shows smoking marijuana is a medicinal herb. It's medical benefits behind it. The things that it's in that's in the same category or the same class as it don't have any medicinal benefits behind it at all. So medical experts, smoking in general will put you at a slightly higher risk for that aroma.
Right.
I don't think that they should have just said weed. I feel like this is propaganda, and I feel like this is detrimental to everything that pro marijuana activists have made. It's been plenty of people that went through cancer chemotherapy that said when they smoked a blunt, it was the first time that they could eat, the first time that they could sleep, the first time that they actually felt good going through that shit.
There's people with chronic pain that utilize medicinal marijuana for pain. I think the most common one is like glaucoma. You always hear about people with glaucoma get like IDs or they could get medical marijuana prescribed. Seizures.
Yep.
And there's like the CBD. Well, I've seen like a lot of. I saw this specific family. Their daughter suffered from like seizures, and they basically used like THC oil. But they had to move to I think Colorado to be able to get that for her and and she's fine. She hasn't had a seizure in I don't know how long, but they were just trying to say like they literally had to pack up and move their daughter to California to Colorado because it was banned where the state that they lived in. They couldn't get that for their daughter, and she's suffering from seizures, and they're prescribing her all these medications that are gonna fuck her up even more. And so I thought that was cool. But I think it obviously has medicinal purposes, but people talk shit about people that smoke it recreationally, but it also helps with like anxiety or that's really.
Hey, share a blunt with somebody and y'all can be friends forever. That's real shit. Share a blunt with somebody and y'all can be friends forever. Again, a lot of the friends that I have now, we met smoking. We met matching the blunt.
You trying to smoke this blunt with me?
Fuck it.
Right
What's
on,
up?
let's go.
We literally was right there. Like just that. But also, when it comes to propaganda, the movie Reefer Madness is another reason why we got attacked so heavy. Be like Reefer Madness is a fucking lie. Like a lot of things in that movie, completely lied. And I'm gonna actually again put a link down below to point y'all to an article that'll give y'all more details. Because again, I obviously don't have them on top of my head, but I know for a fact the movie Reefer Madness was full of shit. Like that's a bullshit ass movie.
I've never heard of it.
And if y'all were like teenagers in like the 70s, or if you were like okay boomer, or you were, like if you were like a fucking if you were like in your 30s and the 70s or some shit like that, then Reefer Madness got in your head and you let the government fuck you up. Like y'all are supposed to be like the psychedelics and supposed to be the ones that y'all supposed to be the original woke generation, like the ones that knew everything and
the hippies?
Yeah, like in the peace and love, man. Like y'all supposed to be the original woke generation.
Cool time.
But y'all fucking let Reefer Madness get to y'all. So
to be alive.
Reefer Madness.
There's a lot of people, like as much as like the peace and love movement, there was a lot of people dying.
A lot. Hell yeah.
For like,
for trying to preserve peace.
For so many reasons. The gay, wasn't I might be mistaken, but didn't like the Harvey Milk situation happen during that?
I don't know.
For sure.
Harvey Milk.
Harvey Milk was the first openly gay governor. I believe it was governor. It was a movie about him, and yeah.
Wasn't that during like maybe not the hippies? Maybe not. It might be.
I'm not sure. That's why I say I don't know.
Scratch that. I don't know for sure. I'll look into it. But the hippie movement of that time period, it just seemed like it seemed like it was fun. Like there was a lot going on, but it also seemed like it was a lot of war. There was like a lot of aggression. Yeah.
Back then. But
if I could travel back in time, if time travel became a part, I would love to like see, I don't know, music festival or something.
Quick skirt off. Since we were talking about time travel, there was a thing on Facebook that said, if you could travel back to one of these times, which one would you travel back to? It was 2016, 2012, 2009, or 2002. Which one would you pick and why? I said 02 because I was in second grade, going into the third grade. I still lived at my granddad's house. Around that time was when I still kind of had like all my like neighborhood friends and stuff. That's when I lived by like Shay and them. We all lived around that neighborhood. It was the candy store right there. It was so much open. My grandma and my auntie still lived in Gary in 02. It was just like so much happening, and I just like it was just a very, very crucial time period. Like, so I would travel back to 02, especially if I could have all like the knowledge that I do now. I would travel back to 02, and I would do things differently. I would do things differently, but my end goal would still be the same. Like if I knew, I would still go to ISU just so I can meet Shanice. Like I would do everything different, but I would still go to ISU so I can meet Shanice. I would make sure that particular part of my life don't change. Like that's gonna stay the same, but I would do everything else different. Well, not everything else, but I would do a lot different.
What were the options? 2002, 2016?
It was 16, 12, 09, and 02.
I think I'm going to say 09 because I think that's my freshman year of high school. And if I could do high school all over again, I totally would. Just because, I don't know, like there's some aspects.
That wasn't your freshman year, that was your sophomore year because my freshman year of high school kicked off August of 08. So yeah, that was your sophomore year.
Sophomore year. Well, yeah, I would go back. I also think I took a shitty ass picture that year too. One of my high school pictures, I fucking forgot it was picture day, and I got on the bus with sweatpants on, and my hair was like, it wasn't like I had extensions in my hair at the time, so like I had it pulled up in a ponytail, and it picture day, and I literally was walking in school. And I just happened to notice, like, people was dressed, and I was like, oh, fuck, today's picture day. Like, and it wasn't nothing I could do. I think my mom was, like, working at the time, so I couldn't, like, call and be like, hey,
help me
somebody take me home and change clothes. And I didn't live that far from the school either. So I was just like, fuck. Like,
I would have left. Like, but, again,
I lived.
That was my bad.
I lived.
I would have left.
I would have been a walk home.
I would have left and from my high school to my house. It was literally you walk up the you walk up the street and then the straight path is long. Like you walk up the street, you walk straight down and you keep walking until you get in my neighborhood and then you bust right. It was like that simple of directions. And yeah, I would have walked my ass home. I would have walked home.
Yeah, but you lived a lot. You lived a lot closer to your high school than I did.
Like walking distance, are probably maybe a 10-15 minute walk.
Yeah, I lived.
It would took me like 40 blocks to walk to my fucking.
I could have did it, but shit, like it is all that traffic, like.
Oh, especially at that point in time, around that area of the school, like parents then went to work and shit like that. Like everybody then went to work, so like that area is completely calm at that time. Like I know that again from my senior year or like during senior skip days and shit. I used to walk the fuck home. Like I used to when I say dip out there, I used to be going out that goddamn school. I used to be
I did too. I wasn't at home. I was at other people's houses.
No, that's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So my normal senior skip day would go like this. I hit the crib. After I hit the crib.
Normal senior skip days, I'm like, you did multiple.
I did multiple. I did the official.
When you weren't even a senior?
No. I'm talking about during my senior year, I skipped quite a few days. So I called them all senior skip days. But again, I graduated and I didn't fail a single class. I did what the fuck I was supposed to do. I actually balled out my senior year, but my normal, I would go home and I'd take a nap real quick. I'd take a quick ass nap. When I get up, I make me something to eat, and by then I'd probably leave the school around maybe 11 o'clock, 11 noon. I'd be up. Lunchtime would be my ideal time to kind of just dip off.
But you was just by yourself?
Sometimes I'd be by myself. Sometimes I'd be meeting people.
I'm just all your friends would be in school still. So what was you doing?
Here's the thing. I dip off and I had people around the neighborhood. So after I woke up at 8, I go ahead I was taking out people that had already graduated. So it's my senior year of high school. They had already graduated 2-3 years before me. So I'd go out or they probably wasn't in school. It was a whole bunch of different situations. Dang. But nigga, I leave and we link up. Somebody have a blunt, we smoke, play some basketball, run the streets, shit, go find some hoes. We
that also should have probably been in school.
That definitely worked.
Wow.
When I say it used to be so fucking cold. And then I said, if I did leave with people, then we go off and do some dumb shit, or not legit dumb shit, but we go off and shit. One time we went to go see a movie and then came back to the school. We went to go see a movie and then came back. It's just
if I was skipping, it was literally to go smoke weed. And honestly, skipping, I wouldn't really skip school a lot. I would be still in the school. I'd just be in this dude, Mr. Brown. I'd just be in his office.
We had a sign out sheet.
Crazy.
We had a sign out sheet. If you was 18, if you was at least 18, you could sign yourself up.
I went to a career center my junior and senior year, so I got to leave half the day anyway.
I was in gifted and talented, so
that was perfect time.
So I wasn't allowed to gifted and talented kids weren't allowed to do the career center. You had to be in what I guess you
a trade.
No, not even a trade. You had to be in the regular not regular education, but gifted and talented was always a step ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were with the regular curriculum for the school, following with the regular curriculum, then you can go to the career center. But if you were in the GT program and you were on that faster paced program, you was in school. You couldn't go to career center.
So you would go back to 2002. I would go back to 2009.
2009.
I thought you were gonna say 85.
That wasn't even an option. So petty ass.
2009. Only reason why because
That's when you
I was
was
starting running back
back
for Broward.
You was what?
I was starting running back for Broward High School.
Running?
Yeah, running back. And
running back.
I worked my ass off that summer. I really worked my ass off. Started running back, and then like it was between me and
you was outside
my brother Martell Baker. He was
speaking up.
I don't speak. It was between me and him, and he ended up my coach put me on scout team O. Now everybody knows what the fuck scout team offense is. It's just a whole bunch of motherfuckers put together to give the starting defense a look. That's all it is. I was a starting offensive running back. Running back.
You was there to get crushed.
I'm not. My coach said, get him a good look. I'm like,
you was there to get
crushed.
crushed.
I said, I'm not fucking going out there. What the fuck?
Was good. He was there to get murked.
No, I didn't get crushed.
No, I'm not. Of course, you crush. You don't get crushed. You're meaty. But no, that was your job. That's what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to go out there and get crushed. Instead, you were built like a can of Great Crush.
2009. I was also in 2009.
2009, like I said.
Especially like with the knowledge, if you can have the knowledge you have now, and this is just because I'm the girl of the show. Like prom.
I didn't get to finish.
I'm sorry.
Because
get up in your chair.
Fucking punching bag face over here.
Cut. I want Pam to say cut.
Cold can.
That year, when I went out there to get a motherfucking starting defensive look, I tore my right toe bone.
Toe? What?
I split my right toe bone right down the middle, and that next play.
Damn.
That took me down from D1 AA to D2, D3. A lot of people don't realize injuries and shit play a big part into scouting and all that shit. And I was getting some pretty decent looks. I was. And once that happened, I didn't play that. I missed that whole year.
I'm glad you could walk after that. I feel like it would kind of fuck with your walk.
I was walking, but then, it just kept on healing wrong. So I had to keep, re-breaking it or whatever. I don't know, it was weird.
Damn.
But
that's an awkward bone, too.
I was in a boot that whole football season.
For a bone that's, maybe like this
My
big?
My toe bone?
Your toe bone?
My right toe bone, yeah.
Your big toe?
Your bone.
My right pinky toe bone.
So even smaller. That bone is small.
No, the toe bone. The right toe bone on the side. Not the itty bitty toe, but the toe,
bone, like that whole bone.
The whole bone. It's split up the middle.
Okay, maybe
So your foot is like this. You got your toes.
Yes.
Then that part that connect. This part right here is split up.
So it's further back.
Okay, I thought you literally meant your bone in your pinky toe.
No.
Yeah, the bone.
Okay. We'll
either way.
We'll explain it off camera.
Yeah. So it was just it was crazy. I wanted that year back because I guarantee I wouldn't want to play somewhere else.
So
guarantee I would.
We've discussed
your nails.
You tried it.
Just because one clean don't make it.
Actually,
they are not another ones.
They are all clean. Thank you. Try me again, Toothless.
Shingles.
Stop it.
Shingles.
Bad boy. We've discussed medical experts and talking about weed smoke. I know you're not talking. And then we also asked, what year, if you could pick one, would you go back to? 2016, 2012, 09, or 02? Please let us know. We'll be right back here with our final topic on the Wei'S World Drunkcast. Hit the music. Hey, this is what I'm looking for.
Why did you do the time dinosaur dance? Why did you do the damn dinosaur dance?
We will be right back here. We'll be right back here on the Wei'S World Drunkcast. to see it. I'm keeping this whole last little part here. Y'all are seeing what he's doing. I was going to just, this is going to be a cut, but no. Y'all need to see the length of this face.
Like it was just going to automatically work. No.
So, how do you feel about? So, was you going to do that show?
I would definitely doubt that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had to figure it out. And to put together songs that we would. So I've been trying to like kind of work on my voice. I've been trying to if I sing every day, I can work it back up. I mean, I know, but.
So, basically, what they're talking about is
New flamethrower content.
new flamethrower content.
Flamethrower content. Top.
Look, right? So, as you all know, we have the Wei'S World podcast, we have the Wei'S World Drunkcast, and we also have Talking Sports with Way and Crony, which will be coming back to you very, very soon.
Hey.
Here's the thing. We have about 5 shows, maybe 6, that are currently in development.
In the works.
This is the first time that we are actually announcing this on air. We have about 6 more shows that are currently in development that will be brought to Wei'S World. Shanice has a couple. Jay Nasty has a couple. I might have one more. And then these 2 have one. We are about to bring so much content. It's going to be what's what I'm looking for? It's going to be like a big reveal once all of this drop. I might drop it in sections. It just kind of depends, but we got just to kind of give y'all this again a quick preview. We have a show about again, being a mixed couple, life in a mixed couple. We have words of wisdom from our own Jay Nasty, which he does give excellent sage advice. And when that show kicks off, I definitely suggest you tune in because he is going to drop bombs. Also, Shanice has her own show coming up called
The Lent. No, I'm just saying. Lent liquor. You don't remember that?
Wow.
You lent liquor. But all things Shani. It'll be called The Shani Show. So it'll be all things me.
And that first episode is gonna be. That first episode is about to be some heat.
All things me, and just like topics that topics that
that she want to cover.
That I want to cover.
It's not like she don't cover topics she wants
right.
to on here, but more in the life and personality.
More in depth than
of Shan.
And then I also, like I told y'all, I watch a lot of TV, so I'll probably do, reviews on, more in depth reviews and stuff. Like, I don't know. I like the videos about like that timeline of Adventure Time that we were talking about. I like stuff like that, and I watch so much TV that I could, shit.
We also have our couple show that is actually coming very, very soon.
Yeah,
we're just when I say it's so soon, we're literally just short of a title. That's literally it's so wow. You see, so a couple shows ago, and if I told you that like sometimes he does this. But yeah, like the show is so close, we're everything short of a title. We need
the name.
Yeah, we just need a name.
We gonna know when we get the name. We gonna know. We gonna know we got it. And we so much alike. We gonna be like, that's it. We both gonna be like, that's fucking it.
That was another name we just think about.
We'll talk about it off air. And also another show.
That could be another show.
Another show that'll be coming courtesy of your boy. This will be the first time I think either one of you are hearing about it.
The Dirty Shirt Club.
Wow, you tried it. My shirt's actually pretty fresh.
Fresh? You got smudges. Not.
You got crust.
Boo.
Everywhere.
Boo.
You have a crusty face.
Boo.
Damn it.
Hip hip boo.
Can't stand it.
Hip hip.
Hip hip your face.
Boo.
neck is.
Damn, y'all so lucky.
Yeah.
And my shit did not work.
Yep. People.
Johnny like little boys.
But also, this is like I said, this is the first time either one of them will probably be hearing about this. Me and a couple of associates will be bringing a wrestling show to the podcast.
Folks out wrestling? Like
we won't be wrestling, but we'll be talking about wrestling.
I hope not.
I want to be a wrestler so bad.
Because I'm not, no.
I told Shanice, like, I'm going to be like the Hardy Boys that jumping off the ladders and like the chair.
It's going to be broken glass and broken tables, and I don't have time.
No, I said like body splash.
Broken bones. And no, the hell.
Hardy Boys,
no.
though? Hey,
No.
Hardy Boys were
lit.
That was looking a little too high.
But it is called Black Guys Talking About Wrestling. Talking about wrestling. It's going to be heat because we got a pretty decent group of us to do it. We all are very knowledgeable. Like, we kind of tested it out on a couple of topics to see, and it was fire. So
That's dope.
So when I say prepare for the content that is about to come, courtesy of Wei'S World and this whole Wei'S World universe that we are building here, I'm telling you.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's not time. I was queuing it up, but it's not time.
I started skating already. But courtesy of the Wei'S World universe, we have so much more content coming. So more story times with Wei. Again, more TikToks from Shani. More. Just so much flamethrower content. The last topic, though, that we're going to get into is OnlyFans. 75% increase in OnlyFans creators. As a resident OnlyFans creator, how do you feel? I'm gonna let you start this off.
Just for the record,
It's Swiss roll. Look them up.
Stop saying Swiss roll because you're making me actually want to Swiss roll.
Start.
Wait a minute, said Swiss rolls are trash.
They are.
Okay, get out.
Start.
I love them.
I don't like Swiss rolls. What about does Star Crunch work?
No.
You got a crunchy face and you're black like a Star Crunch.
Star Crunches aren't black.
They are. They're his color. Like if I brought a Star Crunch in here right now and put it up his face, the Star Crunch would blend in. No, you don't.
I gotta ask somebody.
No, you don't. Back up.
So there has been. Hey guys, welcome to
Back
the
up.
Shani Show.
Cat punch.
And today we are going to be talking about the increase of OnlyFans accounts. Since this coronavirus, obviously we're still dealing with the coronavirus. We're in the house, shit is closed. And side note, when I said shit is closed, it made me think about. You guys remember Precious and Monique? And she was like, "You need to take your ass to the welfare office." And
I've still never seen
Precious was like, "You want me to go now?" She was fed up. Precious was fed the fuck up. She was like, "You want me to go now?" And Monique was like, "Shit, it's nighttime. Shit is closed." And that was so funny to me. Like, it's nighttime. Shit is closed. Like that. Anyway, shit is closed. We're still in this coronavirus.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Like, how does that tie in?
There have been an influx of new accounts made
Oh,
on
yeah.
OnlyFans, but I'm assuming it's because people still got bills to pay.
I've got bills to pay.
Landlords still want their rent money.
Yeah, they do. Because they still got to pay property tax.
They want their rent.
They kicking motherfuckers out.
They still
Like
pay property
motherfuckers
tax.
is getting kicked out right now. If this pandemic if you weren't prepared,
Be prepared.
I was one of those people. We were one of those set of people that weren't prepared for this. But luckily, we've been able to get through this. Like we've been able to at least have some sort of fucking foundation that we've been able to stay afloat. Some people don't even got that right now.
We were blessed to still have literally. I saw so many of my friends that woke up and was like, once they shut the bars down,
like
at restaurants, people was like, well, I don't have a job now. And I'm like, what the fuck? What would I do? You know, like, and I didn't know necessarily what my job was going to do, but I thank God, you know, like that I'm still working, you know?
For real, me too. Like I just became essential again. Like it was on top of doing this podcast, on top of other things that I do outside of the podcast. And I also now work for Amazon again. And yeah, like I became essential all of a sudden, and so it's
you lost your job. Let's just say
it's a blessing.
We all lost our jobs.
It's a blessing.
We make an OnlyFans account? You make an OnlyFans account?
If I lost my job and I had no options, honestly, yes. I'm not gonna lie, I would. Now, would I be showing dick on OnlyFans? I don't know if I would be showing dick.
Isn't that what OnlyFans is?
No. That's why I had said that earlier. Like, people be showing elbows, toes. Sometimes OnlyFans is how you can get certain pictures, like, well, if you want to see this picture, or like you want to see a picture of my titties, or if you want to see this, you can see it on OnlyFans. Like, motherfuckers be out here having like topless nudes and shit, or like,
take my money.
Or motherfuckers, like I said, the whole kink shit. Motherfuckers be having kinks, so they be having like OnlyFans for feet.
Yeah, I definitely know about that.
Yeah,
but
like,
I thought it was like on some freaky shit.
No, it is on some freaky shit. No. That's not what I'm not saying that it's not on freaky shit. It's definitely on some freaky shit, but it's like it's kinks. It's what people like. So or like if like, oh, okay, my kink is I just like looking at beautiful women. Then somebody would just take pictures. Or oh, okay, like look at my beautiful face while I eat this bowl of quinoa or some shit like that, like stupid shit. Which, by the way, I just found out that quinoa is a pseudo cereal. I don't know what a pseudo cereal is. A pseudo cereal. I know pseudo means fake. I know the meaning of pseudo. Pseudo means fake. It's a fake cereal. I don't know why it's a fake cereal.
Quinoa is like,
quick fact, by the way.
I thought it was organic.
It's something. But yeah, that's just a quick fact.
You making an OnlyFans account?
Yeah, are you?
I could just get on a job. I could just get on a job.
Who said I was making an OnlyFans account if I lost my job?
Oh, well, I don't know.
I'm saying, what would we do? Like eating cereal?
I don't really know. I will tell you that there was a point in time where I was like, you know, thinking about like cam girls. Like there's a whole community of like plus size cam girls out there. But then there's also a lot of like perverts out there that like to pay plus size women to like sit and fucking eat food. I don't know.
Put this balloon up, fill up this balloon, but it's a certain way.
Like stuff your face. You know, like some weird shit. Like
again, kinks are not weird. It's just it depends on what your kink is. Because there really is a level. There's a level to this shit before you hit that upper echelon of what the fuck.
Hey, I know I was just talking about TV shows, but when I watched Euphoria, there was a girl in Euphoria. I forget what her name is, but she was like basically like the plus size girl of the group, and she, in her spare time, they were in high school, I think. In her spare time, she was basically like a cam girl. And she was like getting paid, like it was like, you know, bringing her this like she had a newfound confidence about herself. But she was like doing shit for the wrong reasons too. But still, like, not gonna lie, I was like, oh, like girl, I could be putting this ass on OnlyFans and making bank. Like you put me on or something, girl. Like, but then I was like, okay, nah, I can't even do it.
And then I was like, okay, no, you can't even do it.
Because I really was like, what you feeling?
No, and I was like, no, but fuck, you're not.
I thought about it
like, excuse me?
No, actually, to be 100% honest, Waylon was like, I need you to really consider if this is something that you're really finna do, because the internet is forever, and blah, blah, X, Y, and Z, which was like everything that I was thinking. Like, I was like, no.
It's a move, right?
Lord, no.
I'm gonna say, like, it sounds good in theory. It sounds good.
Real nice.
It sounds good, but like, are you really out here like that?
Nah,
okay.
Not I. Said the girl that lived and was beautiful.
Yes, you went through the whole. I thought you was gonna fuck it. I was like, okay, wait, hold on. I know where she going. I
never fucked that one up.
Okay.
American Dad quote, just FYI.
But yeah, like, people was out here showing toes on OnlyFans
for money. That's what they doing.
Some are sucking dick for money on OnlyFans. That is definitely a part of it. Again, I've never personally been on OnlyFans. I'm just going based off of, again, what I've heard from people that I know have been on OnlyFans.
Right.
Like, again, you see somebody's phone and you type in they search bar, or you type in O, and then OnlyFans is like the first couple of things
that be on
that comes
Twitter.
up.
And it'd be like, to see this, go on OnlyFans. And they'd be like, I'd be like,
oh,
wait a minute,
yeah.
that's somebody that I actually know. Like, hold on.
Like what you show us, but again, OnlyFans is really just some people will just watch you live your life on OnlyFans. You can literally, if they find you attractive enough, they will watch you just live your life and pay you on OnlyFans. So let me pay you to watch you.
Right.
Which is also, again, going into that whole cam shit, which is a whole.
2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Okay. So. The camera fucked up and kind of missed a part of it. We had a technical difficulty there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into this outro. We'll be right back here with you on the Wei'S World podcast. I said podcast, the Wei'S World Drunkcast.
Can't stop off.
We're back here after those fucking technical difficulties.
We back.
So, we are here for the late outro. The things that we've covered on today's Dog Eats.
And shout out to Josh, because he did a good outro in the last one. So clap it up for Josh. Did his first outro and it was fire.
It was fire. Again, if one of y'all want to take over this outro, y'all can. If y'all want me to go ahead and knock it out.
Yeah, go ahead, big homie. Yeah,
So,
how's that? Hell, my light work.
Wow. On today's episode, we discussed the Louisiana Purge sound. We discussed medical experts talking about weed can give you a slightly better chance of getting corona, or a slightly
higher. You'll be
a
higher risk.
Higher chance. Nothing better about it. A higher risk of getting the coronavirus. Also, we discussed how there's been a 75% increase in OnlyFans, accounts being created. And then in the beginning of the broadcast, we did, which black family are you like?
What are you showing me? Vanna, show us the fucking letters, Vanna. Fucking.
But that's just some of the things that we covered. That's just a few of the things that we covered on this episode of the Wei'S World podcast. We covered quite a bit, actually. Some segments got broken into two. But final thoughts on anything that we covered. Some other things that we covered. What year would you, if you had to go to a year, what year would you go to? And then we also covered Karen and the use of the word Karen as a slur. So, any final thoughts on any of our subjects today?
Look, if somebody come up to me and be like, or if I'm in a situation and a white person's like, okay, Shaquanda, or like fucks my name up like Shaquita, or like on purpose, I'm bound to punch you in the mouth. So, with that said, I personally am gonna try to be careful with,
using the word
Karen, and like, I'm gonna try to be careful with that, just because like the shoes on the other foot.
Any one of these subjects you want to give your final thoughts on? Again, you can
basically just gonna piggyback.
off of the Karen. That's the one you picking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just watch what you say and who you say it to. I mean, that's the way you say everything. And just because you mean it a certain way does not mean somebody didn't take it differently.
Just because you don't think of it,
Deliverance and communication is important, but deliverance and approach is even more important. Just watch how you talk. Just watch what you say to people and how you say it. You gotta be careful nowadays because you never know what a motherfucker going through. Where they might hear a certain thing that might be the last thing that motherfucker said to them that pissed them off. Then boom, it clicks. Just watch what you say and who you say it to.
The thing that I'm going to give my final take of the episode on is going to actually be the Louisiana Purge sound. That's going to be mine. Stop being stupid. In the episode of The Office, Dwight literally said, "Watch it if you don't understand this." When Michael told me to stop being an idiot. So what I did was I thought of what would an idiot do, and I decided that I wouldn't do that. Follow that chain of logic in this situation.
Hey, but look, the dude said he hasn't seen The Purge.
Watch it and understand. I don't believe that.
That's the only little piece of information.
I believe that was a media answer, so you wouldn't get dragged on the internet. No, you just.
Oh, I haven't even seen it.
You deserve.
But you know about it.
You deserve every bit of the dragging that you're getting on this podcast right now.
You looked into it, probably.
You do. Get it together.
I'm about to go kill this nigga off the street.
Get it together. Y'all have lost your minds. You have sent the people of Clemente, Louisiana.
Oh my goodness! I think it was like Crowley.
Yeah, the people in Louisiana, get it together. Please get it together. That's something that we consistently ask for people to do on the Wei'S World Drunkcast podcast and all of our other shows. We ask y'all to get it together because y'all don't seem to have it there, baby. And this just proves it to me. We want to thank you, though, for watching or listening to the Wei'S World Drunkcast, episode DS. I have been your boy, Way. Once again, you can find me on IG at how_Way_How. Also at Wei's_World93. You can find me on Facebook at Wei'S World, YouTube, Wei'S World Podcast, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and all of your other local platforms at Wei'S World.
iHeartRadio.
I like that.
My voice is not with it today.
I like that.
Can you just cut it, please? Cut it out.
I can't. I can't.
Oh God, I always forget about the iPad.
I can't.
Dang, sorry guys. Trying to save it from hearing that, but you're gonna hear it.
But tell them once again who you are, madam.
Oh, and I'm back. Hey guys, again. It's me.
Also, Twitter at Wei'S World.
Oh.
JB, straight actors, Mr. T.
Okay.
Go ahead. Queuing it up. Because it's coming up.
Go. No. Give them your call. Go ahead. They can find you where, sir?
Wow.
Again, that won't be edited. That's a part of the broadcast.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Where can they find you? Mr. T. _. Darkside _of_ moon.
Nose. Beard.
Your face resembles the moon from Beer in the Big Blue House.
Wow.
I wonder if I type that in, will it know what I mean? Boom.
I don't think so. I don't think. Okay.
Ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum.
Wow.
Sound effect.
So, are you gonna give your tags? They
Right, where can they find you?
Snap Chizat, Big Deuce,
That's some shit.
IG, Mr. T _ up. Facebook. I don't have no Twitter.
No.
I don't do I don't go out there. Like I said, I got a few uploads. Me and my little man. Check us out. We sexy.
He be doing dad pictures. That's his thing. I do story time. Shanice does her photography, and Baby does dad pictures.
Dad pictures. I'm a follower.
We all got other things that we do outside of the podcast that you all should definitely check out. You should definitely check out some of our content that we put out and let us know what y'all think. Again, get to know us like we want to get to know you. Do you have the sound queued up? Are you ready? Or should we just go into the see you later? Are you ready? No, we have dead air.
I thought you was reading my mouth and seeing what I was saying.
I was.
Filler.
I was trying to.
Filler. More filler.
I don't know what you're saying.
Wow, really?
I couldn't make it out.
More filler.
Okay, so hi. Hello. I'm sorry, I just can't get it.
Filler. More filler. Still going with the filler.
Oh man.
Filler. What? What is it?
Okay.
Is that the Buddha to do?
No, I couldn't find it.
Buddha to do.
What?
What the Buddha to do?
What? No!
I couldn't find it.
Was there like a lead up to it?
No, I couldn't find it, so I just was gonna play myself in.
Thank you all so much.
I didn't get to give my tags.
Go ahead, ma'am. Where
That's
you?
why I gave my this. I thought you gave it.
No, that's what we were saying.
It was on me to go, and you went.
This whole outro got fucked up so
Wow.
fast.
I'm sorry, guys.
People tried to do too much. The outro got fucked up very, very fast. Go ahead, Shanice.
You can find me on Instagram at Shani the Shooter. I'm Shanice, one of the lovely co-hosts here of the.
One of the lovely ladies. You was, cause you.
I wasn't. I actually wasn't. One of the lovely co-hosts here of the Drunkcast, Shani the Shooter. You can find me on IG at Shani the Shooter. You can find me on Facebook at Shani the Shooter. And you can find me on Twitter at Shani the Shooter. And I'm also on TikTok at The Shani Show.
This has been the Wei'S World Drunkcast, episode 10. Please come back with us on the next episode where we will continue to bring you Flamethrower Contenta.
It's Wei'S World. Wei'S World.
But thank you all so much for watching. This has been the Wei'S World Drunkcast. Peace.
Got it out.
I knew he was gonna get one in.
Ooh, it's a product.
Out.